Okay, for our second half, to start off the second half in our third quarter, the Utah Jazz have come on strong as of late. Over the last 10 games, they are 8-2. They're now 6.5 games behind Golden State, number 1 in the West, of course. Over that time, Donovan Mitchell is averaging 26.9 points per game.
Yep.
Is he back? I know you're a Donovan Mitchell fan.
Well, first off, before we talk about Donovan Mitchell, I want you to apologize. Yes, I'm looking at you. I need you to apologize because did I not tell you at the beginning of the season that Utah would still be a good team? And you were disrespectful of them. Yes, you were. You were disrespectful of the Utah Jazz. And then as this year was going, I was like, they're going to come back. And you were like, no, I don't see it. Donovan Mitchell, he's going down. And I was like, what's your deal with Utah? What's your deal with Donovan Mitchell?
I still don't see it. I still don't see
Why?
I still don't see what they were last year. No.
What are you talking about?
No. I still don't see this team making the conference finals for sure.
No, but again,
I don't even know if I see them getting out of the first round.
Wow, that's disrespectful.
You've got Golden State. You've got Denver.
Yes.
You've got what's going to be the Lakers.
No, it's not. No, it's not going to be the Lakers. No. See, I'm telling you, matchups are everything in the West.
Okay, fine. Then leave the Lakers out. You've got the Thunder. You've got the Rockets.
Yeah.
That's conference semifinals.
Wait, who did Utah beat last year? Oh, that's right, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Huh. Didn't know that.
And this year, Paul George is playing way better than he was last year.
Still don't think they can beat Utah in a 7-game series. That's how much, yes, because Russell Westbrook will shoot them out of the building, number one. Number two, the other cast is not as good as the starting five for Oklahoma City. I've been saying this. They have Schroeder off the bench, and Grant is like, okay, but there's nobody. I'm sorry, man. Call it what you want to. I've been trying to tell you this. Utah, especially in Salt Lake City, is hard to beat. Go figure. I don't know why.
Okay, look, they just got over 500.
Okay.
Right now, I see what you're saying, but they could lose 3 games in a row, be back under 500, and then it's over. It is a seesaw. Like that's all it is. And you know what seesaws do? They need balance. Okay? And I don't think the Jazz can maintain that balance.
So
I think it's going to tip right back over.
You don't trust Joe Ingles. You don't trust Donovan Mitchell.
No,
you don't trust Rudy Gobert. You don't trust
definitely not.
You don't think they have good role players? Like Crowder, you don't think he's a good role player?
Well, of course
Exum, you don't think he's a good role player? These are solid players, man.
I don't think they're. I think they're going to make the playoffs? I think they're back into that. I think they're back into going to make the playoffs. Okay, but I don't think they're going to go very far. Not yet. Now, they might continue to prove me wrong. Like, Donovan Mitchell, I'll say it, he surprised me. I didn't realize he was averaging 27 points a game over the last 10 games. That's pretty big.
Remember, he was injured, which is why their record was down the way it was anyway.
See, I don't remember him being all that injured.
David.
That's just me. That's just me. I just don't remember it.
What do you mean you don't remember? If the man's injured, the man's injured.
But then why was he playing? I don't understand.
Wait a minute. No. You know this better than anybody else does with your Paul Pierce having self that, sometimes when you're injured, you try to fight through it, you try to play through it.
Because why would you think at the beginning of a season?
Because you think he's young.
You look here, Paul Pierce was hurt.
No, he wasn't. No, he was not.
He had to be carried off the floor.
With that little hop. There was nothing wrong with him.
He was hurt.
Oh my. On a wheelchair?
Yes.
On a wheelchair?
He was hurt. You saw him. And then what happened?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I'm so... Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles. Stepped to the free throw line.
I remember this.
Jaded. Walked off like a G. Didn't need no wheelchair. Didn't need no crutches.
And also didn't need the ring for that season.
Well, I guess that's why he has more rings than Paul Pierce.
How many rings you got?
How many rings you got?
17.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're doing this.
How many you got?
Anyways, all right.
How many you got?
We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. We're going to go back to Donovan Mitchell. We're not going to go in this because that could be a whole quarter.
16.
Anyways, so Donovan Mitchell, let me tell you why I think he's so important. Because Donovan Mitchell is the one guy that can get back into that can get into the lane with them. And I think for them, they need a guy that can attack the basket. because Joe Ingles is a solid player, maybe above a solid player, but he's not a guy that's going to attack the basket really well. So they needed somebody who could really attack for them. And so I think that's why that's huge for Utah, which was why they were losing, because it's hard to depend on just 3-point shots. So I think they're doing great. I think their defense is the key.
To the point you're about to go to, over the last 10 games, they are holding opponents to 102.4 points per game.
Yep.
They're 104.4 for the season, which is like third or fourth best in the league.
Yep.
But their last 10 games are better than the Bucks' 103.8 for the season. And the Bucks are leading the NBA right now. So over the last 10 games, they have the best defense in the league.
Yeah.
That's just that's the way that I put it. Now, the only thing that I have with this streak is that they haven't really beaten too many people. Now, listen, they beat the Pistons twice. And I know the Pistons aren't just like a rollover team.
No.
But they kind of are.
What?
Over the last couple months, they're not too good.
I'm gonna let you continue.
The Magic actually have been pretty good. You know, they're back-to-back wins over the Celtics and the Rockets. But it's the Magic, so like, okay. The Lakers are a joke, so that's
So
nothing.
disrespectful.
And then the Clippers are probably the best team that they have beaten, but we know that the Clippers have been sliding as of late. And the two losses during the streak were to the Raptors and the Bucks, which, I mean, you can't, like, you take that as negatives, but they also haven't really beaten anybody that was somebody. So they're like a mid-team right now.
You play who you play, and you can't help injuries that happened before. So if your best player was injured, David, before, he's just playing who they're supposed to be playing, and he's doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Why are you holding that over the Jazz?
Again, I'm going to need to see a little more. I'm going to need to see them beat quality opponents, not these jokes of teams that are coming in.
Jokes of teams?
Yes.
Okay, so they beat the Lakers. They're a joke?
Yes.
Right now, you almost put the Lakers in third in the Western Conference.
Assuming LeBron comes back. Did you know that LeBron James is out? Did you know?
No, I didn't. Of course, no. I didn't know that the
know
best player in the NBA was out right now.
You're
I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I didn't know.
You're making my point. You're making my point.
Still, the Lakers, even without LeBron, are a solid team.
No, they're
not. The Magic, you just disrespected, who just beat y'all, by the way, not too long ago, are a solid team.
It's the Magic.
Pistons are another solid team.
Seesaw.
And the Clippers are a solid team who plays hard. So none of these guys that they beat you're acting like these are like the Atlanta Hawks, man.
They are.
Oh my gosh. Do I see Cleveland on him? Do I see Phoenix?
No, but you see the next tier above that. We're not going to get on this Orlando Magic bandwagon all of a sudden, thinking that the Magic are any good. And if you're telling me that the Clippers... Okay.
The Magic might make the 8th seed in the
Clippers
playoffs.
are the best team on this list. But it's the Clippers.
And
it's
the Clippers are
as of
a Western Conference
They've
playoff
been
team.
back and forth.
And their Western Conference playoff team, as we know, 1 through 10 or 11 or 12 is loaded in the West. So don't start and just act like, oh, it's a Western Conference. Just because you got your 3 or 4 top teams in the East. Oh. Sorry, Boston's. All right, anyways, so, but yeah, they lost to Toronto and lost to Milwaukee, which, okay. So, you think they've turned a corner, Utah?
I think they either have turned a corner or they're about to turn a corner. If I'm being honest, they have had a really, really good 10 games. Okay, obviously, like you said, you can only play what's in front of you. I totally get that. For me to declare that they are back or that they are, potentially making the second round of the playoffs or something like that, I'm going to need to see them beat somebody good. Okay, I'm going to need to see them go in and compete with a top 4 team because they were supposed to be one of those top 4 teams.
According to
one of the top 4 teams, according to a lot of people.
No, not
Oh,
according.
yeah.
It was
yeah.
one NBA guy who was
No.
dumb.
He
and put
said
them what,
second.
third or
He said
second?
second.
Yeah, that was enough.
But there
Stop.
were plenty of people that were saying top 4, and if you want to go back and look at the clips, we were saying top 4, not me.
Yeah, I still put them as the 4th seed. I think right now they're the 7th
Is that
seed.
not top 4?
I'm just saying,
I
they're the
need
7th seed right now. Could they climb to 4th? It's possible.
I need to see them beat the Warriors or the Rockets or
Why?
maybe not the Rockets, the Thunder. Or maybe not the Thunder. The Nuggets. I'm telling you, the West, their records might be really good, but they're not very good. Those two teams in the West, I need to see them beat the Bucks. I need to see them beat the Raptors or the Pacers or the Celtics or that other team that isn't really good.
Hey, let me ask you, point blank and range, right now. If you had to say right now, what does Utah finish the season at? What do you say?
Right now, 6 or 7.
I say 4th or 5th. And I would be willing to put you a bet right now on that. I'd be willing to put a bet down, brother.
Like I want to see one more week of their games.
Oh, come on! Because I don't know.
They haven't played anybody good.
Right. So this should be an easy bet.
No.
Because they haven't played anybody good, so they're not ready.
But I don't know if they're actually good.
Oh my God.
Donovan Mitchell has turned up the knob.
Oh, stop! You just talked literally right now talking about Donovan Mitchell's not there yet, and
we'll see. I mean, his stats have said that he's there, but I need to see them play someone better.
You know what this is? It was because last year he was going against Tatum, and he was going against the other guy that won Rookie of the Year, and you're mad because you thought your boy should have won Rookie of the Year last year.
I don't care because my boy went further in the playoffs than both of them did.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You care. You wanted him to win Rookie of the Year.
I wanted him to, but
you wanted it bad.
I would have.
You wanted it real bad.
I would have much preferred my team be a quarter away from the finals. I would much have preferred that.
Yeah, I bet you if they had given some more baskets to him
and
Terry Rozier, going scary Terry.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Especially when I turn and look and Tatum's on the screen. Anyway.
Just stating facts.
What else? What else about the Jazz? Is that everything?
Yeah, I'm interested to watch and see because there's been talks about Rudy Gobert that maybe he's not really.
He's not. He's not.
But is that a case because, as we're going to talk about in the next quarter, because the NBA is starting to change?
Well, they needed more scoring. Rudy Gobert is not the scorer. They had to pull in Kyle Korver.
Right.
Joe Ingles. I heard him. They call him Jingles or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
He'll dance on you, man. He'll dance. I'm telling you. He will dance on you.
Ultimately, and this is going to bleed into our next quarter, I don't think the Jazz have the scoring capabilities to keep up with the other teams in the NBA.
Wow.
That's my bottom line. There you go. You want my bottom line on the Utah Jazz? That's it. There are a couple teams in the NBA, the Grizzlies. I don't think they have the star power to keep up with the other teams. I think the Jazz fall right under that as well.
Oh, did you just compare the Jazz and the Grizzlies?
I think the Jazz are a much better team than the Grizzlies, but I think it's a similar issue. They don't have the star power to keep up with the scoring that's going on in the NBA.
Utah, Salt Lake City, I apologize for my brother here. I know y'all have great fans there that make it hard to play there. I know you play great defense, and I know y'all have got good scores. So, I'm listening to you. I got you back.
We're going to wrap up the third quarter right there as we discover a sixth team that our friend Lamar has.
No, only got one. Only got one.
Sure.
Only got one.
But we're going to go on to our fourth quarter. The scores in the NBA are so high.
Yes.
Now again, I might title this show Stats Galore because I've got some stats to share. Okay, over the last 2 weeks, you know how many days? 2 weeks? 14 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
14 days. Okay, 14 days. Over the last 14 days, 26 teams have scored 120 points.
Mm-hmm.
What? 120? That's not too bad. 26? Okay, there's probably been a ton of games. Okay, 10 teams have scored 130. And you're like, whoa, they must have won those games. Not necessarily, because 12 teams have scored 140.
Yep.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Oh, don't think I'm going to forget. The San Antonio Spurs scored 150.
It's nuts.
The scoring is up again. If you add all of that together, that is 39 times that someone has scored over 120 points over the last 2 weeks. What are your thoughts on that?